Welcome back to the Artful Roger channel. Today we're diving into the life of one of Rome's most infamous emperors, Caligula. Known for his extravagant lifestyle and terrifying reign, Caligula's story is one of rise and fall, grandeur and madness. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through the corridors of ancient power, filled with luxury, lunacy, and a hefty dose of bloodshed. Gaius Julius Caesar. Augustus Germanicus, better known as Caligula, was born on August 31st, 12 AD, in Antium, now Anzio, Italy. He was the third of 6 children born to the beloved Roman general Germanicus and his wife, Agrippina the Elder. Caligula's early nickname, derived from caliga, a type of military boot, translates to little boots, a term of endearment from the soldiers who adored his father. Despite a seemingly happy childhood, tragedy struck early. His father, Germanicus, died under mysterious circumstances when Caligula was just 7. The young boy and his family were caught in the deadly intrigues of Rome's ruling elite. His mother and 2 brothers were later accused of treason and either died or were executed. Despite these dark beginnings, Caligula's fortunes changed when he was adopted by his great-uncle, the Emperor Tiberius, in 31 AD. Moving to the island of Capri, Caligula lived under the shadow of Tiberius, a paranoid and reclusive ruler. Though life on Capri was rife with political intrigue and moral decay, it was here that Caligula honed his skills in survival and manipulation, crucial tools for his future reign. In March 37 AD, Tiberius died, allegedly smothered to death by his prefect Macro on Caligula's orders. At 24, Caligula was declared emperor. His ascension was met with joy and relief. The young, charismatic ruler promised a new era of prosperity and peace. Initially, he lived up to the expectations, enacting popular reforms, freeing unjustly imprisoned citizens, and reviving public festivals and games. Caligula's early months as emperor were marked by generous policies and acts that endeared him to the people. He granted bonuses to the Praetorian Guard, paid off public debt, and organized lavish games and gladiatorial shows to win public favor. He even recalled those who had been exiled and returned properties that had been confiscated by Tiberius. However, this period of goodwill was short-lived. In October 37 AD, Caligula fell gravely ill. Though he recovered, the young emperor was forever changed. Some say the illness triggered his descent into madness. Others believe it merely unleashed an already present cruelty. Whatever the cause, Caligula's rule took a dark turn, and Rome would never be the same. Caligula's reign soon devolved into a nightmare of excess and terror. His actions became increasingly erratic and sadistic. Let's delve into some of his most notorious deeds. Declaring himself a god, Caligula's megalomania reached its peak when he declared himself a living god. This move was unprecedented and deeply controversial. He demanded that temples be erected in his honor, and that statues of himself be placed alongside those of traditional Roman gods. His insistence on divine status extended to ordering his image installed in Jewish synagogues, a direct affront to Jewish monotheistic beliefs. This act almost led to an uprising in Judea. Caligula's god complex wasn't just about ego, it was a tool of control, forcing the populace and the Senate to continually affirm his supremacy. The divine honors he demanded were not voluntary acts of devotion, but coerced displays of subservience and fear. Caligula's reign was marked by reckless financial extravagance that nearly bankrupted the Roman Empire. He spent lavishly on grandiose projects to glorify his name, such as the construction of luxurious villas and the famous bridge of boats across the Bay of Baiae. a futile display of engineering meant to defy nature itself. He hosted opulent games and feasts that outdid all previous emperors, showering spectators with lavish gifts and extravagant entertainment. His spending was not just about luxury, but a deliberate effort to demonstrate his limitless power and divine favor. These expenditures drained the treasury, leading to increased taxation and financial strain on the provinces, causing widespread discontent and economic instability. Caligula's sadistic nature manifested in his delight for cruelty and public executions. He derived pleasure from watching the suffering of others, often ordering tortures and executions on a whim. His purges were unpredictable and brutal, targeting senators, equestrians, and even members of his own family who he perceived as threats. He employed creative and horrific methods of execution, such as feeding prisoners to wild beasts or having them tortured to death in prolonged spectacles. His reign instilled a climate of fear, as no one was safe from his wrath. The random and capricious nature of his cruelty paralyzed the Roman elite, who lived in constant terror of falling out of favor with the emperor. Caligula's reign was infamous for its perverse and unnatural acts, which shocked even the morally flexible Roman society. He is rumored to have committed incest with his sisters, particularly Drusilla, whom he reportedly treated as a wife. His behavior extended to hosting scandalous and debauched parties, where he engaged in and encouraged lewd acts. He flaunted these immoral behaviors, deliberately breaking societal taboos to assert his dominance and disdain for Roman norms. These actions were not just private vices, but public displays of power and control, demonstrating that he was above the laws and mores that governed ordinary Romans. Such acts only deepened the Senate's and the public's revulsion and fear of him. Caligula's contempt for the Senate was evident in his relentless efforts to humiliate and degrade its members. He delighted in making a mockery of the political body, stripping senators of their dignity through bizarre and demeaning commands. One of his most infamous acts was appointing his beloved horse, Incitatus, as a priest, and allegedly planning to make him a consul. This move was not just an absurd joke, but a pointed insult, highlighting his view of the Senate as impotent and irrelevant. Caligula often forced senators to run alongside his chariot for miles, or made them participate in demeaning spectacles at public events. His systematic degradation of the Senate was designed to consolidate his absolute power and ensure no one dared challenge his authority. By 41 AD, Caligula's erratic and dangerous behavior had made him many enemies. His assassination was inevitable. On January 24, 41 AD, a conspiracy led by officers of the Praetorian Guard, including Cassius Chaerea, ended his reign of terror. Caligula was stabbed to death in a corridor of his palace. His wife, Caesonia, and their infant daughter were also killed, ensuring no heirs to his tyrannical legacy. Caligula's reign, though short, left an indelible mark on Roman history. His madness and cruelty have become synonymous with absolute power gone unchecked. While some modern historians suggest his actions may have been exaggerated by his enemies, the tales of his reign still serve as a chilling reminder of the dangers of tyranny. And there you have it, the life and death of Emperor Caligula, Rome's madman on the throne. His story is a testament to how absolute power can corrupt absolutely, transforming a promising young ruler into a symbol of terror and excess. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of Caligula, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more intriguing tales from history. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.